over here are requiring 2 to 3 doses. Now the COVID vaccines are good with 2 doses, and this is a model of the pandemic facility that we've built.
This is where you brought the Prime Minister?
And yes, this is where he visited us and had a look at...
How was that trip with the Prime Minister?
He went into a detailed look into the manufacturing process, understood the challenges, asked us how, you know, his government could help us. So we put a few points that need to be done, and you can see from here that if you want to go inside one of these buildings, we can see the facility inside, you know, which you get a view and a zoomed version of every equipment and process.
So I'm reading in the papers, Adar, about this new mutant virus strain in the UK, which is supposed to be 70% more infectious than the strain that we've seen so far. How do these new strains impact our vaccine plans?
Well, it's still very early days at the moment, and we don't really know if, you know, the variants are going to really affect the vaccines, because at the moment the current vaccines seem to be working well against all these minor mutations. These aren't major mutations. So I think the data is still coming in. Let's wait and see what happens.
But at this time, basically, I
don't think there's any need to panic at all right now. And, you know, let's wait and see once it's being tested.
No, but at this moment, essentially, you don't know whether the vaccine will work on the new mutant strain of the coronavirus.
No, right now, we've had a lot of health experts examine the data, and they feel that it will work. But for us to be completely sure, we should wait another few, we should wait another few days, you know, till it's been tested and clearly proven. So let's wait another week till we...
But is there a big risk that any of these mutations can just, you know, render this whole exercise, this whole build-up, the stocking, the investments, the preparation, worthless?
That was always a risk going in, you know. Even early on in March, April, we heard about certain mutations or the virus strain mutating or could mutate. Fortunately, these are minor mutations, and generally with these minor mutations, you don't have too much of an issue when you've developed the, you know, the spike proteins and the vaccines that today that are being done. Some vaccines are live attenuated vaccines which cover, you know, the whole virus. So that'll take care of all these different combinations.
This is your corporate headquarters inside a commercial airline. Last time I came, this was still a work in progress.
Yes, that's right. You know, we had this space here at this new campus that we've built, and this was a scrapped aircraft which I thought it would be nice to have my personal
Why a
office.
commercial, why have your personal office in a static commercial airliner?
Well, because why not would be the question. You know, I've always liked aviation, been fond of aviation. This is a 40-year-old aircraft. That's the original throttle there. And it's just a nice way, you know, architecturally to have a personal office.
So we're now in the pilot's seat, as it were.
We're in the cockpit at the moment. This is actually the waiting area where guests would wait before coming into the main meeting rooms.
You have a Guinness certificate? Is this the real Guinness records?
Yeah, it is. In fact, we should have been in the Guinness World Book of Records for making the most vaccines, but they've given me this honor because this aircraft, which has been converted into a home-come-office, has been the first time anyone's ever done that, and it's the largest of its kind, around 1,200 square feet, and so that's why they've put that in.
So Adar, how much will each dose of your vaccine cost in India?